Hi and welcome to the Python video workbook. This is a special course as it is entirely exercise based, which means you are the one who is going to create the programs, the Python programs, instead of me in the video as it generally happens with video courses. So there are 100 exercises or assignments if you like, and in each assignment you are given a Python problem to solve. That could be to fix an error, or create a program from scratch, or simply change a part of some existing code to get an expected output. The assignments are sometimes given as text, and sometimes for more complicated programs, there will be a video where I show you the behavior of the program that you are required to build. Then each exercise is immediately followed by the exercise solution, so you can compare your solution to my solution. However, keep in mind that sometimes solutions can be different, of course. So if your output is the same as mine, you can mark that exercise as solved. So output is what matters. However, if you are unsure about the efficiency of your solution, you can post your solution in the Q&A area. So I can give you some feedback. Moreover, the exercises are scored depending on their difficulty level, so you are advised to keep track of the points you collect, because at the end of the course you'll be able to use your total points to see what category level your Python skills fall in. And yeah, that would be an introduction about the course, and in the next video I'll show you the tools you need to complete this course, and in the video after that I'll demonstrate best practices on how to solve an exercise, so that you are sure you are making the best of the course. The tools you need to complete this course. So let's keep this to the point. The first thing you need is a computer. It could be Linux, Mac or Windows. Every one of them would do the job. Then the second thing you need is Python. So you need to have Python installed in your computer. It could be Python 2 or Python 3. So both of them would do the job well, but I recommend Python 3. Python 3 is what I use, and is the latest version of Python. If you don't have Python at all, you can go to this website and you can download Python and then install it. It's quite straightforward. The third thing you need is an editor where you can write and execute Python code. I would suggest you use your favorite editor. All editors are around the same. My favorite editor is Atom, so if you don't have a favorite editor, you can go ahead and download Atom from this website and then install it. The process is straightforward. And yeah, that's the three things you need. Once you have installed Atom, to use it, what you do is you are in a directory, for instance in here, and here all these directories, they have Python scripts inside. And I can right click in here, go to open with Atom, and that will open Atom in the current directory. And then I suggest you use a package, go to a packages settings view, open, and search here. So you go here to install and then search for Platformio IDE terminal. So click enter, that will search for packages with that name. And you'll see here, you'll have a button installed. I have installed this, so I don't have that button. So just go ahead and install the package and then close settings, and then you can go ahead to the plus sign. And that will open a terminal inside Python. Here you can execute Python scripts. So for instance, I can go inside this directory here with cd variables, tab for auto completion, enter, and then Python 303 is a script name, tab, execute, and that's how you execute Python scripts. So this is how you use Atom to write. So you write Python code here and you execute Python code in Platformio IDE terminal. Best practices on how to solve an exercise. So in other words, I'll pretend I'm a student now and I'll go ahead and solve the first exercise. So here on the left I have the Udemy interface, and here on the right I have opened an empty folder, so which I named Pi exercises, as you see in here. And I'll be working with Atom Editor, so you can right click and go to Open Atom. Once you have Open Atom, then you don't need this folder anymore. Actually, you can close that and you can work on Atom. And I suggest you create one file for each exercise. So for exercise 1, I'll go ahead and say 1.py. That's the first file, and you'll see that here in the folder now, one file has been created. So a Python file. And then I'll have 2.py, 3.py, up to 100.py. So let's look at the first exercise. Okay, the first thing you need to look at is this bar in here. So we have 4 different levels. We have beginner, we have easy, intermediate, and experienced. So this is just to give you an idea of the difficulty level of the current exercise. This also decides on how many points an exercise has, but I'll go through that later. So you always have a question here for each exercise. And this one, it says, let's start with easy things first, okay? What will the following code produce? Now, as you can see, this is quite an easy exercise. The first exercises are easy, but then they get complex, so you need to be a bit patient. This one, I'll prefer to do it mentally. I don't want to write that in a Python file, but normally, most exercises ask you to write some programs, so this is a special exercise. This is asking you to say what output this gives, and you can just say the answer mentally. So for this, a 2, 4, 6, this would be a 6, so the output for this would be 6. 6 is my answer. If you need help, then you can follow these arrows. They will take you to a hint, which says Python reads and executes scripts from top to bottom, which means that A gets a value of 2 first, then it gets a value of 4 and not 6, and then 6 is used here, and print will print out that last updated value. However, if you like, you can try that code out in the Python terminal. Save that, and then you'd open Platform your IDE terminal, Python 1 tab 6. So that's the answer, and then you can check your answer against the solution, which is always in the next article. So this has 1 point, and you can check the answer. And here is the exercise for reference. So for your convenience, I have included here the code for the exercise, and the answer is 6, and 6 was my answer, so I can note down 6 points. 1 point for this one. And you can do that using a pen and a paper. I would prefer a pen and a paper, but if you like, you can do that digitally. So you can create a file here, let's say points.txt, and you say, so exercise 1 point, and so exercise 2 1 point, exercise 3 2 points, and so on. And later you can use Python to make the sum of all your points when you have reached exercise 100, and then you'd use that total number of points to see what category you fall in, so your skill level. And yeah, you're going to have an article on that at the end of the course. You also have the explanation here, if you want to know more about the solution of this exercise. So sometimes you learn new things here, so don't ignore them, even if you feel that you understood well the exercise. Often there is something new that you may learn while reading or watching some videos, so don't ignore the explanation. And yeah, this is about exercise number 1. Then if you click continue, you'd go to exercise 2, but I won't do that, so I hope this is clear. And yeah, now you can move on to the first exercise of the course. Hi, this is a video where I'll give you the solution to the current exercise. If you follow the previous exercises, you have noted that the solutions were given in text format. However, for some exercises such as this one, where I think I need to give you a broader explanation on how the exercise is solved, the format will be video. This also helps you relieve reading fatigue and eye strain, so you get more engaged with the course and eventually you learn better. So I'll be combining video and text throughout the course. Now back to the solution of this exercise. Right click, open Atom. So I'm using Atom editor to write and execute my code. Let me close all the tabs and open exercise 3.py. I'm also using the Platform IDE package, so it's an embedded terminal, and this is the solution. So for this exercise you are asked to tell about the reason you're getting an error, and the error was a name error. You always need to focus on the error message, so don't panic, don't ignore the error. This is very important. So here you have the line where the error is occurring, so this file 3.py, line 4, and here is the line printed out, so this one in here. And then you have the type of the error, so there are many types of errors, and name error is one of the types. A name error means that a name you have provided in the code is not valid, but you need to see the explanation beside the type of the error. So after the colon you usually have the explanation of the error, and this says named is not defined. So named is not defined, and that is true, you haven't defined any named in here. So that's the reason of the error. These are assignment operators and these are comparison operators. So you are comparing if A equals to B, so if value of A is equal to B and if value of B is equal to C, but C doesn't have a value, and so you're getting an error. So if your logic was the same as mine, then you can mark this exercise as solved.